Hello and welcome to my fourth C tutorial. In this tutorial I'll be continuing on arrays. I'll go into conditional statements, go into loops, and we'll see what I can do from there. So to start, I need to make a loop, and I need an iterator to do that. So a good thing to make an iterator out of is an integer variable. So I'll make one of those. Okay, and I need to initialize it to 0. Now I'll make a basic while loop. Okay, so you're probably wondering how this works. A loop will continue in executing a block of code until a certain condition has been met. The condition goes in these parentheses. The block of code is this, everything between these two braces. So for my condition, I'm going to make it, I'm going to reuse this array here. I'm going to use my index, and I'm going to say while vars at index is not equal to the null terminating character, change every element of the array vars to the character z. And then I'm going to increment the index with something new. This is the plus plus operator. So the plus plus operator increments an integer variable by 1. Keep in mind that most variables are integers in C. Even the char is an integer variable. It's just given a special meaning, which makes it into characters. So it'll work for pretty much anything. I can go ahead and do var plus plus, and it will increment the value on the ASCII table. So in this case, var has the value of b assigned to it. So if I go into the ASCII table and I look at the letter B, B is equivalent to the number 98. So if I increment B by 1, we'll get the decimal value of 99, and it'll become C. So by doing var plus plus, I'll turn B into C. But I have no interest in doing that right now. So I also have to explain what these operators are. These are the conditional operators. Conditional operators are used in truth statements to determine in expressions truth value, I suppose. And there are several different conditional operators to worry about. As you've already seen, not equals. This literally means not equal to. So in the case of, as an example, 1 not equal to 3 will be true, but 1 not equal to 1 will be false. Get it? As long as the two values on the opposite side of the conditional operator are not equal to each other, it will be true. Otherwise, it'll be false. Next, we have equals equals, which means equal to. Basically the exact opposite. So I can basically take my example here and just reverse everything. One equal to 3 will be false, and 1 equal to 1 will be true. It's the exact opposite meaning of this one. Next, we have the not operator. Basically, it's just saying not to whatever truth value actually shows up. So, if I was to take this and if I was at index was actually 0, and I was to apply the not operator to this, like so, normally this expression would be false. But because I have this not here, the truth value is true. Next we have greater than. So an example of this would be is 1 greater than 0? It will be true, because 1 is greater than 0. And of course we have the opposite one, less than operator. So of course the opposite is true. So is 1 less than 0? No, it will be false, because 1 is greater than 0 and not less than. Get it? So now let's compile and run this thing. Compile, good. And I have something bad. Oh, I forgot to change my printf statement. Okay, does equals and printf of errors. And as you can see, vars was initialized to ABCD, but because of this loop, it's become Z. Z, 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 Z. Now, just so you know, there's no way I could just go over again and just say, well, let's do it down here. Vars equals to a comma 0. This wouldn't compile. Because it's past the instantiation phase. I can instantiate an array with these values, but I can't reassign them with new values like this. This is how we would do it for instantiation, not reassignment. And just to prove that to you, we get an error. Line 32, it does not like this. So do not do that. It's the same thing with the other one. If I was to do vars equals ABCD, it would not work. The correct way to do it is either this way, or to reinitialize each variable one at a time using the index. So vars at 0 equals A, and then go through one by one. But that's ugly as hell, and you should not do that, because it'll make your code more confusing than it has to be. Okay, I think that's all I have time for. It's already pretty much 12 minutes or something, so next time I'll try and get around to functions, more loops, and we'll see where we can go from there.